Nobody likes to suffer. Suffering in all its forms is something we naturally try to avoid. It's a basic human reaction, a survival instinct that makes us want to protect ourselves from what hurts us. From childhood we learn to stay away from what hurts, whether it's falling down, getting burned, or hearing a mean word. We're taught, often without even knowing it, to turn away from pain, physically or emotionally. This dislike goes way beyond childhood boo-boos. It shapes how we see the world and our relationships. We fill our lives with distractions, with screens, endless activities, shallow relationships, anything to keep us from facing our own weaknesses. This is a great chance to remind you to avoid letting your child use screens before they're 3 years old. Let's keep going, hoping that time will heal our wounds, that forgetting will cover up painful memories, and that life will eventually go back to normal, without us having to face what hurt us. But our brain needs to be rewired to truly heal from those hurts. But this escape, which is natural and human, this constant effort to get away from discomfort and suffering, ends up wearing us out. Because it takes a lot of energy, a constant watch to keep at bay what's trying to come to the surface. It's like trying to hold a ball underwater, a constant fight against an unseen force. Sooner or later, it pops back up, even stronger. Pain that's pushed down always shows up eventually, often in unexpected and bigger ways. Pain that's ignored doesn't go away. It hides in the shadows of memory, waiting for its moment, and then it reappears when you least expect it, as anxiety, depression, or self-harming behaviors. It waits for its moment and comes back when you least expect it, as anxiety, depression, or self-harming behaviors. By running away, we miss out on what could heal us, on chances for growth and change that pain can surprisingly offer. We then live a numb existence, cut off from our feelings, unable to fully feel joy or sadness, trapped in a false comfort zone. Realizing this escape is already the start of change, breaking the endless cycle of avoidance. It's the first step, hard but necessary, towards a more real and fulfilling life, where pain is no longer an enemy to run from, but a messenger to listen to. Suffering starts as a whisper, barely audible at first. It's a small inner voice trying to be heard, a quiet murmur that sneaks through the noise of our daily lives, an unease, an unpleasant feeling that slowly settles in. A passing sadness, a gloomy veil that temporarily darkens our view. We ignore it, too busy rushing through time, juggling our duties, getting lost in the whirlwind of modern life, but it insists, showing up as something else. It won't be silenced. Insomnia, those sleepless nights where thoughts race and sleep just won't come. Anxiety, that knot in our stomach that grips us and makes us unable to move. Or dark thoughts, those gloomy ideas that darken our mind and pull us down. If we keep running from it, denying it, acting like it doesn't exist, it screams, it cries out its distress. Burnout, complete exhaustion, the inner flame going out, depression, the bottomless pit, losing the joy of life, panic attacks, sudden terror, the feeling of losing control. It's not cruelty, a divine punishment, but a warning signal, a cry from the body and soul. Suffering wants to be heard. It carries a vital message, a disguised cry for help, an unmet need, an unquenchable thirst that eats away at us from the inside. An old wound, an invisible scar that keeps bleeding, a mismatch between our values and our life, a difference between who we are and what we do. It's not the illness but the symptom, the thermometer that shows an inner fever. Listening to it means opening the door to understanding ourselves. It's the first step towards healing and growing. What if suffering was a teacher, a guide, a transforming power in our lives? Not just an enemy to avoid or fight at all costs. It forces us to ask deep questions, to look deep inside ourselves. Who am I really beyond the masks and roles I play? What really matters in the end in this short and precious life? What are my core values? This teacher is demanding, sometimes even tough. It harshly brings us face to face with our deepest fears, with those worries that stop us, our self-made limits, those walls we build around ourselves, our inner struggles, those things that keep us from being fully ourselves. But it's exactly in this weakness, in this accepted fragility, that a new unexpected strength, a deep ability to bounce back, is born and shows itself. We should always remember that tough times make strong people, while easy times make people weak. In these challenging moments we learn to push ourselves, to find hidden strengths within ourselves, and to build our character. It's important to remember that every challenge is a chance for personal and group growth. I've known that deep emptiness, that feeling of being lost, that constant unease, that stubborn shadow that won't leave. By humbly agreeing to listen carefully to my pain, without judging or fighting it, I found the truly important questions that now guide my choices and light my way. Suffering, strangely, teaches kindness, understanding, the ability to connect with others, first and most importantly towards yourself, with gentleness and kindness, then naturally towards others, by recognizing their own weakness. It cruelly breaks the heart, shatters it, but, unexpectedly, it also opens it to a new level of love and understanding. True strength, true victory is having the courage to get back up after every fall, to keep going, not to avoid falling at all costs, because it's in falling that we learn to fly. Listening to your pain isn't about enjoying it, but giving it kind attention. Even when things go wrong, ask it, what do you have to tell me? Writing can help put your thoughts on paper without holding back. Talking to someone you trust also makes the load lighter. Pain loves silence, but when shared, it becomes lighter. For some, meditation or prayer offers a comforting space. The main thing is to dare to take that first step. Turn the pain you've been through into active progress. Every word, every conversation, every moment of listening is a seed of healing. Pain doesn't last forever. It's a journey, not who you are. When you listen to what it's telling you, it calms down and becomes a scar, not a wound. To you who are going through dark times, your pain is real, but it doesn't define you. The path to healing isn't a straight line, it moves forward with tiny steps. Celebrate every win, even the small ones. Share your story, it can light up other lives. So, today ask yourself this question: what is my pain trying to tell me? If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs it. And write in the comments, I choose to listen to what life wants to teach me. Dare to move forward, with patience and kindness. Pain, once understood, makes us stronger, freer, and more human. See you next Thursday.